Hey guys, today I'm going to be changing the oil on the Toyota Sienna. It's got 60,000 miles today, so I got to change the oil before my road trip right now. So I'm going to go through the little DIY on changing the oil on this car. It's not much different than most of the other Toyota and Lexus V6s, so I'll just go through everything right now. So before we start, I'll go over the oil I'm going to use. This car is rated for 0W20, so that's the oil I'm going to use. If you guys don't know what the 0W and the 20 both all mean on these oils, that's just the thickness of the oil. The first number, I believe, is the thickness of the oil, and the lower the number, the thinner the oil. So the first number is the weight of the oil when it's cold, and the second number is the weight of the oil when it's heated up. Most of the oil I'm changing today is this Pennzoil right here. It's a 5-quart jug, but this car uses more than 5 quarts. So I've got my spare Mobil 1 partial quart that I use for both my Lexus and my Toyota. So I don't really care when I mix oil, so that's that's why I use both of them. That's the last jug of Mobil 1 I've got, so I'm gonna use that up, and the other jugs I've got stocked up is the Pennzoil. I'm using an OEM Toyota filter. I usually buy 4 or 6 of these at a time on eBay. They're pretty cheap, about $4 each. There's a part number for that, and I mark them T or I depending on if it's for Toyota or for the IS. The one thing you'll see, this car comes with this little plug thing, and the reason for that is the vertical cap on this car. You want to drain that thing before you take off the oil filter, or else you're gonna end up having oil all over yourself because the way it's vertically mounted. So once you drain that out, it comes with an O-ring to replace the cap for this drain plug, and then the other O-ring is the big cap. So I'll go ahead and start that now. Alright, so we're going to get underneath and unbolt the drain plug. This car uses a 14 millimeter drain plug for, actually, 14. If it's a 14, I've actually got a magnetic one on here, an aluminum magnetic drain bolt I bought on eBay. So here's the magnetic drain bolt I use. I think I bought this for $2 or $3 on eBay. It's aluminum, so it's light. It's got the magnetic plug in it. The one thing you gotta be careful with this one is you don't want to over tighten it because it's hollow, and you might break it off inside your oil pan if you over tighten it. So you gotta be careful when you tighten it. So this is the crush washer I took out. As you can see, it's a one-time use thing, because once you put it in, it puts all these indentions in it, and if you try to use it again, it might leak. So I've got this new replacement right here. These are pretty cheap. They're like $1 each or less when you buy them in quantity. So I usually buy them in packs of 10. So I'm just gonna put it on here and screw it back on, and then get the filter next. If you look at the filter housing, you'll see this little cap. What it uses just a regular socket. You just stick a regular socket head in there and unscrew it. It won't leak because it's got a little check valve thing in there. So just unscrew it and just have your pan under in case. But last time I did it, I don't think it leaked any oil until you actually put that plug in there from the filter kit. Yep, see, a little bit of residual oil in there. Cap comes off. Put this clear tube in there. Just press it in there until it snaps in, and it should drain right out there. So when I snapped this off, the filter, or the O-ring came off with it. Maybe it was designed like that. So take your old one, just grease it up with your hands. Yeah. Push it in there until it stays, and then just screw this on by hand. Retighten. So I'm using this $7 Amazon fluted filter. So we got the filter assembly out. As you can tell right here, it's you know, you still got the gasket and the old filter, so you just take this old element out, just put it off to the side, dump whatever's left of the oil out of it, and then put your new filter element in, the clean OEM filter element. Just put it in there, pull off the old gasket, just toss that in here with this stuff, and then grab the new one. Since you got oil on your fingers already, just rub some oil on it, just some oil on the threads too, and just put it all back on. So got that there. Grab the filter, just throw it in this box, toss it, trash. There you have it. Everything's put back together down here. It's time to fill the oil up. Check the level. That 5 quarts gets it right below the dot, the first dot. So probably needs about another quart. So I just started up, check the fluid oil level again. Pull it out. After I started, oil level actually settled down and is actually on the bottom dot now, so I need to put more oil in. Yep, so I'm about halfway between the 2 dots, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Alright, so it's time to reset the oil light. For this car, what you have to do is get it into the trip A first. So you turn the car on, hit the odometer button until you see trip A, and then you gotta turn the car off. And with the car, now with both hands, what you have to do is hold down the odometer reset, and then start the car. Don't start the car, but just turn it back on, and then you'll see the blinking zeros, or the blanks. And there it is. So you just reset the maintenance required light on the Sienna 2011 and up. If you guys like this DIY video or any of my other videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.